Hello. Today's presentation is email safety and security. So first thing is you need to know your trusted sources. Email is not totally secure, so you should avoid sending sensitive information like credit card numbers, passwords, and your social security number. In addition, you may receive emails from scammers and cyber criminals. The first step in dealing with email safety concerns is understanding them so you know what to look for. So like I said, do not send private, personal, PII, maybe you can call it, information via email, because email is not secure unless you really know that the email you are sending is encrypted through a bank or a third party site. But like I said, not sending this information electronically is very dangerous. Spam. Spam is another term for junk email or unwanted email advertisements. It's best to ignore or delete these messages. Luckily, most email services offer some protection, including spam filtering. For example, you might get a digest email every day from Proofpoint, which is a third-party spam filtering company to help protect companies by blocking spam or malicious emails. So what it does is this third-party Proofpoint service, actually all the emails get through that service first, and then it cleans and removes any maybe phishing emails that with attachments that have viruses before they even hit your inbox. So it's a very good thing to have if you're a corporate environment and you have a business email. Getting Proofpoint on your organization's email is definitely a positive. Phishing. Certain emails pretend to be from a bank or a trusted source in order to steal your personal information. It's easy for someone to create an email that looks just like the specific business. Like, for example, if you want to look like a Bank of America, you can Google Bank of America's signature and their logo, and they can craft an email and make it seem like they're coming from Bank of America and letting you know, hey, if you have an account with us, we need your information, right? Be especially cautious of any emails requesting any urgent response. Always look at the address it was sent from. For example, in this phishing example that we have here, you can see it looks like it's coming from maybe your IT company. It says mail administrator. But if you actually look in the details and see where the email is, it says secure-mail@ust.hk. Like, I don't even know who that is. It's not even my organization. And you can see there's an attachment there, which can be very dangerous because in that attachment could be a hyperlink or maybe a fake login page to steal your credentials. And you can also see the threatening the user in the email, which is a huge red flag that this is a phishing attack. When it says failure to validate your account may result in loss of important information in your inbox. So then that to you would be like, oh, I need to jump on this right away. But you need to just slow down, look through the email, see where it's coming from, and realize that this is not a legitimate email. And if you do think this could be legit, then you need to reach out to your IT company. Reach out to someone that maybe a little bit knows more about computers and say, hey, is this a legitimate email? Even if you're confused and you don't sure, just don't be clicking links and opening attachments, after the fact. Maybe do your investigation work first, right? And even at the bottom, no real person's name, it just says help desk. And there's no number or no person to contact, so it just looks very fishy. So this is just a perfect example of a phishing attempt. Attachments. Some email attachments can contain viruses, malware, or even links. It's generally safest not to open any attachment you weren't expecting. If a friend sends you an attachment, you may want to ask, if he or she meant to send it before downloading or clicking it, because even if the email came from a legitimate source, their email account could have gotten compromised. And then what the attacker does is goes through their entire address book and blasts emails out to everyone in their address book to have phishing links or attachments saying, hey, check this out. Look at what I did. But it's not even them sending it. Their account got compromised. And that's what the attackers do. They try to play on that relationship that you have with that person. So another thing to note, never download any attachments that have an .exe, .vbs, or .bat file in the name. Those are very bad or could be bad extensions if you don't know what those are. So like I said, if anything you see like that, don't download those at all, because that's definitely going to be something malicious. Again, on the bank information, there are a few things to remember when you get an email claiming it's from your bank. No bank will ever ask you to discuss personal information via email. Your bank would never ask you for your password or any records via email. Your bank would never ask you for your checking account number or routing number. If you have any doubts, always call your financial institution to validate the request. Make sure you get the number from a trusted source before calling as well. So even if you get an email and they're asking for some kind of information, you want to validate that, and there's a phone number in that email, don't call that number. Google or research the bank phone number. Maybe get the phone number off the back of the debit card and call that number and try to validate that way, because the attacker could be using a malicious number, and then you're calling the attacker and you're validating this request, and the attacker's on the other side. Yeah, this was me that sent it. Go ahead and send us the funds or whatever they're trying to get. So that's where you gotta be very cautious and make sure you get the phone number from a legitimate source. Gearing towards employee email policy, why you want to use business emails and not your personal emails. So using the business email provides instant brand recognition for your company by using branded email addresses and signatures. It makes it just more legitimate when sending emails to clients, right? They don't want to see a personal Gmail account or Yahoo or AOL. They want to see mycompany.com at the end. And what that brings you is enhanced security and control to protect your email accounts from unauthorized access. For example, using Office 365, they have tons of policies and things that you can talk to your IT organization about that they can control. Advanced spam protection policies in place so your business email is more secure than any public email system. A perfect example, using Proofpoint again. We talked about that earlier. So overview. Always check email sources. Always look at the from, and sometimes you need to check email headers to get real email sender information. If it looks questionable, it's more likely spam. Never download unknown or unexpected attachments. Never validate bank information over electronic communications other than the phone, unless the bank is using some kind of encrypted email system. Then that might be safe. But like I said, you need to verify that information with them. Use your business email account to protect yourself and the business. So that's very important. And always make sure you use 2FA on all your accounts. Email account, I don't care what it is. 2FA would definitely help and mitigate any attacks. I hope this video was helpful, you guys. Please share it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.